daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, you got to run, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, your daddy's got a gun, da 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 da. My daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, I got to run. Started in the hay, loft the creeping with the hay, loft. The hay. The hay has been nuts. Daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, you got to run. Get to run, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, I got to run. You know, I'm not muted. I'm hoping YouTube doesn't mind that I was singing Hayloft if they could pick up what I was singing. Because I don't think a certain line that is in Hayloft YouTube would appreciate. A certain word. Hello. Also, Little Wolf is a fitting song to be playing right now because your bonus song that if it plays during the stream is God Games from Epic the Musical. If that plays, you will get a verbal sneak peek for something in Galaxy Clan. You have not gotten any of them yet. But, yeah. Reminder, by the way, ViperClan has a horde of kittens right now. But, time skip. I immediately see births and deaths. Not enough healthy medicine cats. It's very long, I'm scared. Gorsglare wakes from yet another nightmare, feeling as though he's being haunted by the ghost of the one he grieves. Okay. Sedge Dance's white cough is gone. Mothjoy has a stomach ache. Lavender Watcher has gotten a running nose. Slayclaw is speaking calmly to a cat from Moss Clan. Snapdragon Spark has a infection in his tail. Mordream is dead. Well then, rest in peace, buddy. I was kind of expecting that. He didn't die in a couple of the AU runs I did, but he had a high chance. Poor Goalheart. Whisper Swoop, who by the way is coded in now, so is Shatterblaze, has gotten a stomach ache. Stormpaw has gotten a running nose. Hairpaw is apprenticed to Fallen Newt, swearing that she'll be the best warrior the clan has ever seen. Oh! The best warrior you've ever seen, huh? Hi, Pigeon. Also, give me a second. I need to grab a thing I wrote all the dislikes on. Ah! Okay, I'm back. My blinds fell. That's fine. Pigeon got killed by a 6-moon-old apprentice. show how good a warrior I am kills an elder. Well then, also adds in 1 minute. Inkpaw is apprenticed to Mothjoy. Got their dad, I think, pretty sure. First Kit has a running nose. Gander Kit is the victim of a prank and got a stomach ache. Cinderpaw is apprenticed to Sparrow Dance. And Tunnelpaw is apprenticed to Gust Stream, but we're probably going to swap Tunnelpaw and Firepaw right now. Rain Kit has gotten a running nose. I literally left for a minute. Did a kid kill Pigeon? Yeah. Part of Whiskcloud assumed nothing bad could ever happen to ViperClan when Pigeon was there. With her gone, how will they carry on? Mordream and Pigeon have died. Okay then. Also ads right now. Well, that's a start. That sure is a start. I know you meant a lot of kids being apprenticed to their parents, but it's really funny seeing a lot of kids being apprenticed to their mentors. Unless you did just mean there was a lot of apprentices in general. Anyway, Frecklestar wants to hunt. Mothjoy has a list of complaints for Frecklestar. Goldheart is busying himself with too much work to forget about Mordream's death. Depressing. Firepaw is humming a tune she heard near Two Lake Place. Does anyone off the top of their head remember when a ViperClan apprentice leaves to go to Hornet Clan? Because I did not mark that down. Because we need to keep an eye on our ViperClan apprentices, because one of them is going to Hornet Clan. Also, Firepaw, I will make you a warrior apprentice, and I will give you to Gust. You're gonna get a random mentor. I'm gonna give you to Gus, so you, just switch. I went to the apprentices. Give me a second. Hello, Tunnel. You are no longer gonna be a Gust Stream apprentice. You are gonna be a Medicine Cat apprentice. Moonfree 50 free. I will write that down. Thank you. So, Tunnelpaw's competitive and interested in herbs. Gore's Glare is relieved that he broke up an argument before it started. Still out of commission. We have a bunch of, free bars of dislike that we need to help in this clan. Cliff Creek is sadly also out of commission because of Mangled Tail. Saw Two Lake Kit playing for Kitty Pet. Lavender Watcher can't keep up with Batnettle. By the way, forgot to say this on stream. It is currently raining relatively hard. My computer has a little notification that says, like, flood watch, so, something to keep in mind. Flipstripe teaches the kids about morals until they all fall asleep. Verbena Claw is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw. Bonefade is playing a prank on Basil. Fallen Newt is letting the kits play with her tail. True Fang is spending time with Sedge Dance. Cobalt Field is trying to set a good example for younger cats. Gust Stream enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Cobalt Field also has a mangled tail, by the way. Stoneshell is finding Shatterblaze annoying. That is your daughter. Please be nice. Also, Stoneshell and Cliff Creek have Snipcloud coded as their dad just so that they're related to Frecklestar and Frecklestar's kids. It was the easiest way. Hawkflip takes pride in how well run his patrols always are. Slateclaw sits quietly, watching cats go about their day. Sparrow Dance wants to get to know Torn Dance better. Rosie Spike is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Batnettle saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-leg garden. Birdtooth purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Quill Spider arranged the flowers for Pigeon's vigil, sad. Whiskcloud is always first to volunteer when a dangerous mission is announced. Snapdragon Sparks sleeps in Pigeon's nest tonight. Jagged Stripe is mourning Pigeon. Yarri got startled by a squirrel. Lynx Gorse purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Whisper Swoop almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble on a patrol. I'm very excited to see how Whisper Swoop and Shatterblaze do in ViperClan since they weren't coded in last year. So I'm really interested to see how they end up doing. Shatterblaze will not allow herself to rest. Firepaw humming a tune. Stormpaw is batting at a beam of sunlight. Tarantula Paw is not allowed to leave camp without asking first. Hairpaw always plays a prank on Hawkflip. Girl. Like, why Pigeon? Hairpaw doesn't like that clanmates trust Pigeon more just because she's older. Pigeon was murdered. Girl. Pronouns are they, them today. Thank you. Inkpaw is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Oh, you're faithful. Cinderpaw wonders if Snapdragon Spark was a good apprentice. And you got your mom as a mentor. Fire purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Torn Dance spends the day collecting trinkets around camp for kids to play with. Sedge Dance teaches an apprentice how to build the comfiest nest. Pale Feather saw a yappy little dog. Basil doesn't regret her choice to leave her old clan. Fur's Kit is finding Slateclaw annoying. So I actually found out, like, at least 2 cats have Verbena has a dislike of 4 for Slateclaw, and Hawkflip has a dislike of 5 for Slateclaw. So you're not the only one that finds Slateclaw annoying. We can check the relations for Pigeon after I'm done going through, so I don't forget where I am. Ganderkit is pretending to be prey for Tunnelkit to hunt and chase. Nimblekit is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Adderkit hides in the Medicine Cat Den's herb stores. Chirpkit is waiting to watch the sunset. Shaded Kit plays a moss ball by himself. Interested in the Dark Forest, by the way. Salamander Kit is curious about the other clans. Violet Kit almost choked on her prey. Rain Kit is pretending to be clan leader. And Crow Kit is telling on Cinderpaw for something Crow Kit was told he couldn't do. Okay, now let's do a quick glance at Pigeon. We're just looking for big dislikes. I don't think anyone has a dislike of more than 4 of free for Pigeon because I didn't have any marked down. Like, it doesn't seem that, like... Well, there's Quill Spider. But I don't think Quill Spider would have her mom murdered. Again, Hairpaw. There's a couple, like, small dislikes, but none of them really stand out. The Dark Forest is a little wonky right now because I didn't move over all the cats that should be in StarClan right now. So, like, some of them probably shouldn't be here. By the way, Fuchsia Star lost all hope. Like, I still kind of need to go through and see who shouldn't be here. So it's like, wondering if everything was really worth it. Watching Bone fade with a sly smile. That's something. Bone fade is, the other parent. So that's something. Where is Butterfly? Feels the shadows watching her. Could be Peach. Anyway, let's go do our apprentices' first patrols. Oak trees. Towering into the sky, the oak's blush of new leaves are one and the most hopeful signs of new leaf to Gullheart. He gives Tunnelpaw a lesson on how to use the trees to track the season, not just what moon it is. Also, give me a second. My music is just not playing. Hello? Music? Music, where did you go? My music has crashed. Give me a second. I think we may just not have music. Music does not seem to be working. Oh, there it goes. One second. I don't know why it glitched like that. Interesting. Anyway. Okay, let me get back to stream. I got distracted. Okay, anyway, we got oak leaves. And let's send out Cinder and Sparrow. Large dog. Gathers their courage and violently tries to lead the dog away. With such small group of cats, they can only lead it a short distance, but it's better than nothing. Sparrow Dance always chasing out dogs. We're not 100% sure if it was Cinderpaw that joined Hornet Clan. Honestly, now I'm a little leaning towards it was Hairpaw that joined Hornet Clan. Gonna be honest. But we're basically gonna make a decision when we get to Moon 353 who exactly it was. Inkpaw can go out with Mothjoy. We're hunting. Mothjoy knows exactly how to take advantage of the growing gloom. And then Hairpaw can go out with Fallen Newt. What are you gonna get up to? Hairpaw made a mistake and is having a mental breakdown. Sniffles alone for a few minutes before facing her mentor. Hairpaw's eyes widen as Fallen Newt's standing over her, flattened ears and bristling fur. That is weakness! ViperClan, and more importantly, Fallen Newt will not tolerate weakness. Get back to training, Hairpaw, and do not let Fallen Newt see you act this way again. Okay, I'm seeing another picture. What if Hairpaw is excited to be an apprentice, gets immediately shut down by Fallen Newt, and then later kills Pigeon? Because no matter which order that happened in, both of those are bad. Because either she already got Pigeon killed and now she's getting yelled at, or she got yelled at and then killed Pigeon. Both of them are interesting. Tarantula Paw and Lynx Gorse. Please don't die. Thank you. Lynx Gorse purrs the Tarantula Paw, keeping him calm as she carefully digs down to him. Maybe Hairpaw confessed to her murder and Fallen Newt was livid. I'm gonna be honest, Hairpaw is the cat that I am the most looking at who's probably gonna go to Hornet Clan. Stormpaw and Yarrow Reed. Not this assessment. This assessment gives me trauma. I just said this assessment gives me trauma. Well, that was a cat that wasn't Yarrow Reed. Hey, was that you, Wolf? Wolf, were you here again? Wolf? Was this someone else? Hello. 7 moons old. With your own parent on the patrol too, by the way. It would have been Stormfleck, by the way. We're not 100% sure if that was Wolf. I just know that's what happened last time. Shatterblaze. Let's send out a family patrol, actually. Whisper Swoop is telling a story of his ancestors. Keeps the cat's minds off the distance they have to cover. I wonder if he's talking about Egypt. Anyway, Firepaw out with Gustream. How best to hide within tall grass. Firepaw listens carefully as Gustream explains how to move for the grass, unseen and undetected. Firepaw seems to be doing better. Lavender Watcher can go out with Freckle Star. Hello, Moss Clan. Well, they're standoffish and cold. That's not a good sign. Quill Spider can go out with Rosie. Suspicious Paw Prints. Trespassing Rogue quickly hide themselves in the long grass and set up an ambush. Maybe Hare was trying to prove themselves as not weak since that's what Fallen Newt said they couldn't be. Maybe. There's a lot of possibilities here. Batnettle can go out Verbena Claw and Slate Claw. Hello, Badger on J-Clan territory. We warn them. I mean, a Badger did kill Mothstar, pretty sure. Hawkflip can go out with Treefang. Actually, Hawkflip, you can go out with Jagged. They have a crush on each other, I'm pretty sure. Hello, Bird. We narrowly miss it. Treefang, Birdtooth. Nice practice session. Yeah, a lot of J-Clan Badgers. Anyway, second moon. I see births and deaths again, and it's decently long. I'm gonna hydrate before I dihydrate. Gorskbear was struggling with a recent flood of nightmares, but thankfully they seem to have stopped. Sedge Dance has become a mediator. Sedge Dance, you are ancient. 157. Flipstripe has recovered from birthing her litter. Verbena Claw has come out. Hello. Non-binary. Let me roll if you're gonna have another label or just non-binary. Give me a second. Just non-binary. Bonefade is also... Look, the clan heard that we need therapy, but everyone is still, I think, injured and stuff. But the clan heard that we needed therapy. Cobalt Field's mangled tail is healed, but they have a scar. Whispering Swoop no longer has a stomach ache. Ooh, First Paw got Freckle Star. Gander Kit doesn't have a small cut or a stomach ache. Maiden Apprentice, we'll find out to who later. Nimble Paw is apprentice to someone. Jagged Stripe. Shaded Kit's running nose has stopped running. And the Births and Deaths was just about Stormpaw. Okay. Well, 2 Mediators in 1 moon. That is, interesting. Frecklestar has Tarantula Paw engaged in a very tall tale. Mothjoy daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Gullheart got startled by a squirrel. Tunnel Paw is checking up on the warriors. Sedge Dance is craving the taste of fish, and you're still grieving, so you can't actually work yet. Gorseglare is also still grieving, so it can't work yet. Had a nice traffic cap for another clan at the border. Bonefade is also injured with a mangled tail. Proud getting through a difficult mediation session. And Cliff Creek is also still injured, craving the taste of Vol. Hooray! We have 4 mediators and none of them can mediate. Lavender Watcher is chiding a younger cat for being so reckless. Flipstripe brought Gullheart a berry to identify. Urbana Claw is looking forward to finding more prey. Go team! Same with Fallen Newt. Treefang taunted a dog behind a 2-leg fence. Cobalt Field gave a badger ride to Shaded Kit, which is now being begged by more kittens to do the same. Cute. Guststream left Stormpaw's vigil early due to grief. That is so sad. Sunshell is asking Gorseglare an important question. Hawkflip wants to compliment Slateclaw's fighting techniques. Slateclaw thinks about StarClan. Hey, yo, Jimmy, give me a therapy with a side of nothing. Nothing? Sparadance wants to critique Slateclaw's fighting techniques. Rosie Spike looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Batnettle is out on a walk. Birdtooth is soaking the new leaf warmth. Quill Spider is talking to herself. Whiskcloud is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. The fact that my blinds fell means that I can now see the tree, like, the branches just swinging around outside from the wind. Snapdragon Spark admires his own claws. Jagged Stripe enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Yarrow Reed will never forget Stormpaw. I'm still so sad because that happened while Yarrow Reed was on the patrol. That is so depressing. Lynx Gorse purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Whisper Swoop is thinking about his life choices. Shatterblaze is waiting to watch the sunset. Oh, Yarrow Reed got Ganderpaw? That's cool. A little soon after losing Stormpaw, but okay. Firepaw rambles to Kits about the importance of respecting their elders. That is an important lesson. That sure is. Tarantula Paw sharpens his claws. Hairpaw is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. Inkpaw daydreams about being a warrior in TigerClan. Cinderpaw is asking Treefang an important question. Hair sweating right now. Firstpaw found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. You're troublesome. Got the leader. Ganderpaw is reenacting a move she saw Slateclaw do. You are also troublesome. You're vengeful. You're enjoying the warmth of New Leaf. Guys, the kits are great. Fire doesn't have enough toe beans to count all her friends. Cute. Interested in oddities? Was that always there? I don't think that was there before. Torn Dance wants to get to know Gullheart better. Pale Feather is feeling a bit ill. Basil saw a kitty pet that was fluffy. It was not always there. Okay. Adderkit picks a fight with an apprentice so he can show his skills. Chirp Kit is quiet when other cats are talking. Shaded Kit starts whining when Fallen Newt ignores him. Salamander Kit cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Violet Kit is soaking in the New Leaf warmth. Rain Kit is asking Crow Kit an important question, and Crow Kit wants a badger ride. So, patrol time. Hey, Tunnel, go out with Goal. Explains to Tunnelpaw the annoyance of the type of plant that dies completely in leaf blare, leaving them having to search all new spots every new leaf. In New Leaf, the most ragwort plants still flowerless. They're a little more bearable to harvest. The foul-scented petals not quite muddying the air. Still, it's not a task Gullheart or Tunnelpaw look forward to. And they get ragwort. Seems like Tunnelpaw is doing a lot better than Firepaw was, by the way. Hairpaw murdered Pigeon. Nimblepaw can got with Jagged. Large Dog. Shaz the dog sends a message back to warn camp. It's an exhausting and stressful day, but by the time night falls, they're confirmed the dog is leaving the local area. Ganderpaw can got with Euro. Hello, Galaxy Clan. Reed excitedly trots up to the other patrol, greeting them pleasantly. They seem to be on good terms with the other cats on this patrol and strike up a conversation about specific happenings in their clan, asking if so-and-so had kits or if a certain apprentice has been made a warrior yet. That's nice. Then Furzpaw can go with Freckle. Hello, small dog. All Furzpaw's attempts to drive away the small dog only send it into greater and greater fits of excitement. Mothjoy and Inkpaw, and we can send along Fallen. That's not Fallen. We can send along Fallen, Newt, and Hairpaw as well. Hello, Badger, on Mothclan territory. Mothjoy smells a Mothclan patrol approaching. He calls out to the patrol, tells them about the badger, and where he saw it making a den. Whisper can go out with Slateclaw and Shatterblaze. Hello, Fox. We chase off the fox. Good job. Lovely, we dragged some of the intestines home. Bonefade is also a mediator, and so is, Sedge Dance? Yeah. Hello, Date. Hunting by two-leg dens. Strange adventure, odd and thrilling. Lavender Watcher takes the lead. Both he and Flipstripe are wide-eyed and a little scared in a fun way. Verbena Claw can go out with Cobalt Field and Sparrow Dance and Cinderpaw. We're getting ads in about 1 minute. Scent of a Fox. We steal candy from a baby. Birdtooth can go with Hawk Flip and Gust Dream and Firepaw. Oh, Birdtooth, don't. Oh! Patrol can't help Birdtooth in time, and as Birdtooth starts to drift off to StarClan, the eyes of Hawkflip glint malevolently. Hawkflip! Was this Birdtooth doesn't have a chance to finish her last spot? Excuse me? Excuse me? You only had a little bit of respect for her. Excuse me? You don't like Sparrow Dance, and you're jealous of Sparrow Dance. Bro! Usually false alarms. Oh, there's ads right now. So it could be a case that Hawkflip didn't do anything, but that still is a little suspicious. Common advertisement L. Rosie Spike can go Tarantula Paw and Link scores. Yay! Hello. We don't take kitty pets. Hello. Quill Spider, Tree Fang. Woo! Hello, Badger Set. Waits out for the Badger. Woo! I sent gays to fix overpopulation. Boy, that ended well. Sorry, I'm listening to both. Anyway, Stone Shell suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques. Hunting dutifully. No one has anything new to show each other. Okay. Guys, we're 2 moons into this. Anyway, I'm scared now. There's births and deaths. I hope it's just bird. Not enough helping medicine cats. Frecklestar was attacked by bees. Got swarmed by bees after attacking them. Mothjoy doesn't have a stomach ache. Lavender Watcher's running nose is gone. And then got extremely sore from long distances running. Bonefade got a tail scar. Torn Dance projected fire. Snapdragon's infection is gone. Mangled Tail is healed, but the injury left them scarred. Everyone's getting scars. Fresh Pill Pad was drastically reduced and paw prints were found on the ground. Could be a predator. Cliff Creek recovered from Mangled Tail. Stone Shell leapt from a rock, didn't quite land right. Inkpaw had a bad fall and was taking a walk from the territory, returning to camp sore and bruised. Sparrow Dance presses her muzzle to Birdtooth's fur one last time, wishing they had another chance to tell Birdtooth how loved she is. She becomes angry and withdrawn, feels like the entire clan's just moving on from Birdtooth's death. Sad. I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna check if everything's okay outside and make sure we're not gonna flood. Be back in a bit, guys. I gotta go clear the drain. It's getting full. Starting to pool up. That's not good. Hi, I'm back. I'm freezing. Might end stream a little early because I kind of might want to keep an eye on if it's gonna flood. My hands are pink right now. I'm debating on if I should end stream because I probably should. Nice chat for loner. Hoping for a break. Does not doubt himself while treating a cat. Telepause watching cats come and go from camp. Said Jance is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Gorse Glare is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. Bone Fade is drinking water from a nearby stream. We can finally, mediate something. Now that we can mediate something, check this out. Hey, Gorse Glare, why do you hate Rosie? I think it's gonna rain, like, all day. Cliff Creek purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Did you get scarred? No. Specifically tail, I meant. Someone else that was high, so this was a thing that exists. Check that out. Thank you. I'm gonna finish up the moon and then I'm probably gonna end stream just because, it's a little bit, dangerous out there. Lavender Watcher is wondering if Star Clan is watching over Cats Outside Clan. Flip Stripe wonders how Salamander Kid is doing. Verbana Claw wants the train. Fallen Newt wonders if it's too late to become a mediator. Tree Fang thinks Hairpaw will make a fine warrior. Cobaltfield is eavesdropping on Fur's Paw. Gust Dream is a bit cross of Rain Kit. Stoneshell is humming a tune she heard in her two-leg place. Currently has a sprain. Hawkflip wants the train. They leave on Moon 350 free, so we're not there yet. Slate Claw is walking along the edge of a very tall cliff. Sparrow Dance wonders what Verbana Claw is up to. Rosie Spike purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Batnettle defensively states that she doesn't need any comfort about Birdtooth's death. I'm depressed. Quill Spider saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Whiskcloud wonders if she would be better as a mediator. We have a lot of them now. Snapdragon Sparkers enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Jagged Stripe is hoping Fire will tell him a new story. Yara Reed is growing fond of Chirp Kit. Link's Gorse is also growing fond of Violet Kit, though. Whisper Swoop goes to help a kit that stumbled over their own paws. Shatterblaze is picking up burrs from her pelt. Sorry if I'm out of breath, by the way. Firepaw saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable. Tarantula Paw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Fur's Paw for help. Hairpaw doesn't want to go on Dusk Patrol. Interesting. Inkpaw plays a prank on Rosie Spike. Cinderpaw wonders if Batnettle is a good apprentice. Fur's Paw is hiding her tears as she comforts the others about Birdtooth's passing. Ganderpaw hides a scrap of Birdtooth's fur under her nest, hiding her tears. Quite the mood today. Growing fond of Croquet. Wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Doesn't regret her choice to leave her old clan. Tries to sneak out of camp. Tidying up shreds of old moss. Scared after having a nightmare. Waiting to watch the sunset. Can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Nips at Batnettle and runs away giggling. Stop that. Batnettle is grieving. Croquet is trying to force his way into being allowed to guard camp. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here and do the patrols whenever we do the next stream. Not sure when that's gonna happen, but I don't want my room to flood again. if the house floods, my room is the first thing that gets flooded because it's right underneath the front door. So there's that. But yeah. Peace.